In the future world, the smart people are the ones who only want to work and have no interest in having children. On the other hand, the less intelligent ones either stay home all day or are constantly making babies. As time passes, the intelligence of the next generation keeps dropping. In an effort to preserve some high IQ genes, the government decides to put two seemingly genius individuals, Xiaoshui and Suihua, through a frozen sleep experiment. What was initially planned to last just 5 years, unexpectedly turns into a much longer ordeal. The very next day, the government is taken over by a rebellion, and since this was a secret experiment, everyone involved is caught. Soon, the research facility is demolished, and the experimental pods are forgotten, ending up in a junkyard. 500 years later, the population has skyrocketed, but intelligence continues to decline. People are so clueless that they don't even know how to clean up trash. One day, as a garbage truck is doing its usual job, a falling soda can cause a massive pile of garbage to tumble down like a tsunami, heading straight for the city. Meanwhile, Xiaoshui's experimental pod is carried all the way to Ergo's house, and the pod's door accidentally opens. Ergo, who was watching TV, is startled by the sudden appearance of Xiaoshui in his home. Angry, he immediately throws Xiaoshui out of the house. Confused, Xiaoshui tries to seek help from passers-by, but the people seem to have short tempers and are ready to get physical with him. Turning around, Xiaoshui notices a nearby hospital, but the sign is crooked. Despite the oddity, he doesn't think much of it and decides to check his health. At the registration desk, no matter what Xiaoshui says, the nurse simply stares at him blankly. After going through a checklist, pain in the hands, feet, and head, he finally presses the question mark button. Xiaoshui is then sent to the medical examination room. The doctor instructs him to insert different instruments into various parts of his body, first his mouth, then his ears, and finally, his rear. Just as Xiaoshui finishes, the doctor realizes the order was wrong and quickly reassesses, leaving Xiaoshui in shock. After the examination, Xiaoshui rushes to the restroom to rinse his mouth, only to find that the mouthwash is actually just soda. Panicking, he asks a passerby where he can find some water, but the person replies that water is now only used for flushing toilets. In the doctor's office, Xiaoshui notices that the newspapers on the table show the date as being 500 years later. What happened to the experiment that was supposed to last only 5 years? As he looks around, he notices buildings held together by ropes, and even when elevated roads are broken, drivers continue running across them. Xiaoshui decides to go outside to find something to eat. However, at the vending machine, the machine detects that Xiaoshui doesn't have an identity code. In an instant, the police appear and take him straight to court. That night, the trial begins, and the judge, seeing that Xiaoshui is poor, arranges a free lawyer for him, none other than Ergo, the same man who had thrown him out earlier. To make matters worse, Ergo doesn't defend Xiaoshui. Instead, he accuses him of breaking and entering and has Xiaoshui thrown into prison.